Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the jungle. Welcome to BSidesTLV 2022. I'm so excited to open this event with everybody. And because of a mysterious jungle fever that has caught me unprepared, I'm joining you from an undisclosed villa somewhere in the urban jungle of Tel Aviv. But to all of you there in the room, thank you so much for joining us in person. And all of you on the live stream and on Slack, I see you. Welcome to B-Sides Tel Aviv, the one and only, the biggest security community in Israel. We're so happy to welcome you to this event. We've worked so hard on it to make this event a possibility. So everybody, I hope you can hear me and see me. And I want to thank the amazing band that we just saw on stage. It's a very special band. They're all made of security researchers and hackers, and they got together just for our conference, just for us today. The band is called Rock Ret, and on guitar and solo vocals, Itai Lahat, on the guitar, Yaakov Cohen, on the drums, Adi Shai, on the keyboard, Avia Arenfeld, on the bass, Igor Sonachenko. Let's give it up for this amazing band. Thank you so much, Rock Ret, for helping us open and start BSidesTLV 2022. And why did we choose this theme? Why is today's theme Welcome to the Jungle? Today is a cyber world filled with different adversaries and predators. We used to know the rules about cyber. We knew who the bad guys were and who the good guys are. But nowadays, it's a digital jungle. There are different attackers, there are different friendly hackers out there, and the rules are not simple anymore. So I hope you're ready to learn about the new rules of the digital jungle today at BSidesTLV 2022. And I am, of course, as you heard, your host. My name, Keren Elazari. I'm known online as K3R3L3. And if you're joining us for the first time, it's nice to meet you. And if you're returning to BSidesTLV, thank you for coming back to our event. I'm one of the founders of BSidesTLV, and we started in 2016. Now, I want to share with you a little bit about what you can expect happening today in our conference. Just so you know, the numbers, this year is our biggest event yet, our biggest year ever. So we had more than 2,300 registered participants, and we expect the room to be full throughout the day. We have 30 awesome speakers from all walks of life and from all corners of the world visiting with us from near and far. Amazing speakers. And it was a hard time choosing these speakers because we only had 100 talk submissions to choose from. So the response to our call for papers this year was incredible. And thanks to a fantastic review board of CFP reviewers that helped us, we chose only the best talks and the best content for our community. Now check this out. The CTF, our Capture the Flag competition, had 666 teams participating. The number of the beast this year in the digital jungle. Now, of course, our event wouldn't be possible without our amazing sponsors who have supported us throughout the years and this year, and you'll hear more about them later, and you'll be able to meet and see all of our sponsors in the lobby. They all have swag, goodies, riddles, puzzles, competitions, so come check them out. And of course, they are all looking to hire. And as a community-oriented event, we couldn't make it happen without our amazing volunteers. So thank you to the volunteers outside in the scorching heat, in the registration desk, inside, working hard all day. You can also be a volunteer for BSidesTLV next year, and I do recommend it. In fact, I often share the story that I participated in my very first hacker conference when I was a volunteer back in 2000 at the hacker event called Y2Hack. Maybe some of you still remember it, 22 years ago. So being a volunteer at a hacker conference is a fantastic way to go on your cybersecurity journey. Now, there's more news this year We have 2 tracks. That's right. We've added a second track because we had so much amazing content that we wanted to share with you, our community. So in the main track, in the jungle track, in the big auditorium, you'll be able to see our amazing keynote speakers, of course, and we'll have the opening session. And we're going to have a lunch break around noon. We're going to have the midday session after lunch at 1:15, a coffee break in the afternoon, and then another coffee break after the afternoon session. Now, I know this is important for many of you, so please be mindful that the capture the flag announcements and the closing session will begin just before 5 at about 4:40 or 4:45 p.m. And many of you are asking me, when is the after party? The after party will start at 6 p.m. and it's going to be right in the Small Lodge Auditorium where you are all located. Now, I said we had 2 tracks. So, track 2, this is the silent savannah track. This is the first time we're doing this kind of track. It's a silent disco. So, you'll be able to find the silent savannah in the foyer of Small Lodge Auditorium, where you will wear headphones and listen to our speakers directly. And in that in the track, you can expect also a live stream for the opening session, the closing session, and the CTF announcement, but the talks will start after 11. So the Savannah track has its own schedule. Please check out the full agenda on our website at BSidesTLV.com/agenda, and you'll be able to watch both track 1 and track 2 on our online live stream through the website BSidesTLV, of course. So the Savannah track will have its own lunch break, its own session, a coffee break, and of course, we'll have a live stream for the main content from our track 1, the CTF announcements, and the closing session. So another thing which is new for us this year, which is quite exciting, is electronic badges. This is the first time that we're doing it. And it's very exciting for us to be able to offer just a select group out of our participants, not everybody, access to build your own, solder your own electronic badge, and check out that amazing tiger design. I'd like to thank hardware.in from India for coming to us with this amazing design and electronic badge workshop. You'll be able to find it in the lower levels of Small Lodge Auditorium. First come, first serve. So if you're interested in getting your own badge, please do check it out. Amounts are limited. But these badges are very cool, and we also like to thank GE Digital, our platinum sponsor, for making it possible to have electronic badges this year. If you participate in the GE Digital workshop about introduction to industrial control systems, then you might have access to a badge as well. So if you haven't registered, there might still be spots for the 10 o'clock session. Do look up the registration link from the GE sponsor page on our website. Now, I mentioned that the CTF announcement would be at about 6:45. I know it's very important for many of you. After that, we'll have the closing words and an amazing after party. As I mentioned, the world is now a complicated digital cyber jungle. But what is security BSides anyway? I know some of you are here joining us for the first time. So I have to share with you that BSides Tel Aviv is part of a global network of events called Security BSides. It all started 12 years ago in Las Vegas, when a bunch of hackers came together to create the first community-driven event for the hackers and by the hackers. Today, there are hundreds of BSides Tel Aviv events all over the world, and we are very proud to be one of the biggest BSides in this part of the world, in Europe, and maybe in the entire galaxy. Our own event started with humble beginnings in 2016 in a room for about 200 people and no air conditioning. But today we've grown, as you can see, we have the biggest room in Tel Aviv University and the biggest stage, and of course, reaching all of our friends and participants online as well. Speaking of online, you can of course communicate and engage with us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and we have our Slack server. You can join the Slack from bsidestelaviv.com on the website. And of course, we recommend that you use the hashtag BSidesTLV wherever you tag us, whether it's Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, or any other platform of your choice. Now, whether you're participating with us online or in person, it's very important to mention that we do have a code of conduct for our conference. We are dedicated to offering a safe and harassment-free conference for everybody who is participating. regardless of their gender identity, different expressions, sexual orientation, disability, physical appearance, their age, their body size, race, ethnicity, religion, technology choices. You get it. Be kind and respectful to one another, even if we are different. Now, we will not tolerate any harassment of conference participants in our event, and we do reserve the right to remove people who create a disturbance and make people feel unsafe. Sexual language and imagery is not appropriate in our conference venue, including the talks, the workshops, any social media, or any other type of activity. Anyone violating our rules might be sanctioned or expelled from this event or even future events. If you feel like someone has made you feel uncomfortable, if you want to report to us, you can always contact us at support@BSidesTLV.com, and we will take care of it and work with you to resolve the situation. Now, I want to remind everybody that taking any commercial photography of the event, the participants, or the lobby and the grounds is prohibited if you don't have consent from everybody that you're photographing. And our team, the BSides team, we will make photos and videos available in our social media platforms and on our website, and of course on our YouTube channel. And you can, of course, share that and use it freely within the community. The BSidesTLV core team this year is filled with wonderful, friendly, familiar faces that I'm sure you all know. Joining me in running this event and making it a possibility are Roy Sherman, Irena Adamski, Guy Barnhart again, Reut Menashe, Omer Cohen, Inbar Raz, Inbal Carlson, Elad Schuster, Nimrod Levy and Tomer Zait on the CTF, and Oded Levine and Yaniv Balmas, who will be running track 2 this year. I also want to give a shout out to our many volunteers. There are more than 40 volunteers, so I do apologize if I didn't get all of your names on that stage, but we absolutely respect and appreciate the work that you do. I want to give out the kudos to these amazing volunteers. Now, our event wouldn't be possible without our sponsors. And all of our sponsors support BSides because they want to hire you, our participant. So make sure you mind the hiring bracelets that are available. If you're not sure what these are, when you got in the door, you had a chance to get your bracelet for participating, or if you're looking for a job. Now, if you're looking for a job, you will have a white bracelet. If you're a sponsor that wants to hire people, you will have a green bracelet. So please do make sure to check out the different opportunities offered by our incredible sponsors. Our platinum sponsor this year is GE Digital, a returning top sponsor for us. Thank you, GE Digital, for your support. They have a really cool workshop. Maybe you can still get in. Make sure to check the registration page for the GE Digital workshop. Our gold level sponsors this year are Intel Security, Palo Alto Networks, Wix, and Salesforce. Thank you for supporting our event this year. And Intel, Palo Alto, and Wix are returning sponsors, while Salesforce are new with us this year. So thank you. Please make sure to visit them as they all want to hire you. Our silver sponsors this year, Simotive, Fortinet, Moon Active, Sompo Digital Labs, the Israeli Security Agency, and the SANS Institute. All of them are here to speak with you, to communicate with you, and they all have cool puzzles, swag, different activities, so make sure you interact. Now, of course, our event wouldn't be possible without our incredible partners, Tel Aviv Cyber Week and the Interdisciplinary Cyber Research Center that have very graciously hosted us for the 7 years of BSidesTLV. So thank you so much, Tel Aviv University and the ICRC. Now, what you see around you, the incredible look and feel of this conference is made possible by our fantastic production partner, 361 Unique Customer Experience production company, and Lilo Does Magic, our amazing production designer. So these are all of the incredible organizations that are making our event possible. And throughout the day, you will see raffles, different riddles, a capture the flag competition by one of our sponsors. There's an Arduino challenge. There are different activities. Of course, there is beer and other alcoholic drinks available if you're over 18 years. So please enjoy safely. Speaking about safety, you are not required by law to wear a COVID mask, but we do recommend it. And take it from me as someone who has just caught this jungle fever, you'd rather stay safe and not have to deal with it. Take it from me. So now, just before I call our opening keynote to the stage, there's one more thing I want to share with you. Those who know me know that I'm very passionate about introducing more women into the cybersecurity space. That's why I started, together with other leading ladies in Israel and around the world, a movement called Leading Cyber Ladies, which has grown from 30 ladies meeting in Herzliya to thousands of ladies around the world, from Japan to Toronto, all networking and connecting with one another. This year, I'm very happy and proud to tell you that Leading Cyber Ladies and many of the BSidesTLV crew are supporting a new initiative called Hackeriot. Hackeriot is a hackathon to introduce young women, female students, into the cybersecurity world. And we're going to have an amazing event in the start of August. Registration is already open, so you can actually visit hackeriot.org if you want to share this with a lady, a young woman that you know who's curious about joining our amazing industry. This is an entry-level hackathon into the cyber world. So please do visit hackeriot.org. And now I'd like to thank our incredible partners, sponsors, the team, and I'm ready to invite to the stage our incredible opening keynote speaker. This year, we have a very, very special guest with us who has traveled all the way from the UK to be with us here. But her home base is actually in Ukraine. So our opening keynote speaker this morning is Marina Krotofny, also known as Marmusha on Twitter. And Marina is an expert with decades of experience in industrial control systems and critical infrastructure. She is also a red and blue teamer, and she's researched different types of attack vectors, exploitation techniques, and defense capabilities. She's an expert in OT, operational technology security practices, and a manager with Kudelski Security. Today, Marina will share with us a unique insight and glimpse into the world of cyber warfare and why she believes bombs speak louder than electronic boots. Everybody in the room, please give a very warm Tel Aviv welcome.